I would say that I realize there's a lot of important competing things that you could be doing, but you've chosen to be with us. But frankly, I think there's nothing any more important than what you could be doing than being here with us and supporting the youth in our community. The mayor has had initiatives to respond to some of the challenges within our community, but through 55,000 Degrees and some of his initiatives to support mentoring, Big Brothers Big Sisters is really happy and pleased to partner with the mayor and with others here this morning. So Big Brothers Big Sisters is proud of the fact that we're an award-winning organization, having won awards in diversity, leadership, workplace satisfaction, all those kinds of things. But we are still daunted by the huge demand for our service. We have hundreds of children who are waiting for Big Brothers and Big Sisters. So what's our response? We have to innovate. We have to innovate in order to have the most successful response possible to engage children in our community. So we're known for forming friendships that have impact, one-to-one friendships that have impact. In our latest initiative, we have a program that supports the youth in our community through workplace mentoring. This program is being launched in partnership with Jefferson County Public Schools, Seneca High School. Let's hear it for Seneca High School. PricewaterhouseCoopers, which is our launching partner and has financially supported this program, and Humana as well. In this pilot year, we have paired 15 scholars from Seneca High School with one-to-one mentors, Big Brothers and Big Sisters from PricewaterhouseCoopers and Humana. The scholars travel to the workplace once a month, and they come in and they talk about various concepts. Each session is focused on a particular concept, such as relationship development within the workplace, workplace culture, and today, I understand they also talked about working with the media. So the curriculum is something that blends with what is happening within their schools. But based on our initial success, we know that this has huge potential. We would like to expand in partnership with JCPS and others in the community to over 75 students this next year. So to serve more children, we need to grow this initiative, and that's our call to action here this morning. This initiative has been embraced not only by the partners that I've described, but by members of our board of directors, many of whom are here this morning. So would the members of our board of directors, would you please raise your hands? And Tomas, you just went off, yes, the board, so all of you. So if you want to know more about the leadership in our organization, please feel free to talk with them. We also have members of the Jefferson County Public School Board who are here, and Dr. Hargens who will represent them. But if you are on the school board, would you please raise your hand and show us you're here and your support. So thank you all so much for coming. So I would like to turn it over. We have several people who are going to speak to you very quickly this morning about the importance of this initiative. We have Kent Euler, who's the president and CEO of GLI, Dr. Donna Hargens, who's our superintendent of schools, A.J. Hubbard, who's with Humana as their director of inclusion and diversity, Jessica Klein, who is chair of our board of directors and a senior manager at PwC. We thank you all for coming, and I am going to turn it over to Kent Euler.
Thank you. Thank you, Jerry. Appreciate it very much. Good morning. Glad to see you guys here from Seneca. I actually attended Seneca High School for 2 years back in junior high school. I think we were called the Indians back then, though. We had changed the name. Appreciate everyone showing up today. It is great to represent the business community and Greater Louisville, Inc. We are very excited because we are all about getting businesses involved in public education. And this is a great example of a program that does exactly that. It's a bonus that it is run by Big Sisters, Big Brothers Big Sisters. They were actually the 2010 Small Business of the Year. So not only do they have a great purpose, they're actually a really well-run organization, a good business. So we appreciate that very much. This program is very, very important because it puts young people inside the business environment. With the help of the mentors, thank you mentors for the work that you're doing, it teaches them the skills that they need to get employment and to succeed at work once they graduate. Particularly important, it teaches you all the soft skills, those things like business etiquette and interviewing and how to speak and how to present yourselves that are so very difficult to learn, but are actually what people are screened for when they come into interviews. So these are great skills to learn. Very proud that you're going to learn these skills and execute them in the workplace when you get there. We are very excited about Humana taking a lead role in this, and PwC, PricewaterhouseCoopers, taking a lead role in this, and very much encourage other businesses in our community to step up and join alongside as this program scales up. I know they have some ambitious plans to increase the number of students in the program, so look forward to having more businesses and more business mentors step up to assist. And with that, I'd like to throw it on to Dr. Donna Hargens, the superintendent of Jefferson County Public Schools, who is one of the real rock stars in public education. So Dr. Hargens?
Well, and it's such a pleasure to be here because I really believe I have the best job in Louisville because I get the opportunity to serve 101,000 amazing students. So we have been excited about this partnership from the very beginning. So we want to thank Humana, PricewaterhouseCoopers, and Big Brothers Big Sisters. This can have such an impact. And I also want to acknowledge our board members because with their support we can do great things, and we've done great things. Chair Jones, Board Member Horn, and Board Member Wilner, thank you for being here. And I want to also acknowledge our Chief Equity Officer, John Marshall, and our Chief Communications Officer, Helene Kramer. But Mr. Marshall, do you know he's a Seneca graduate? Class of '92? Go Seneca! This program's success could not have been possible with everybody's support that I named, along with the participation of the people at Seneca and the principal, Kim Harbolt. Students invited to participate in the program were eager for the opportunity to grow their talent, meet positive role models, and learn valuable business and leadership skills. Students selected to participate were identified by Seneca teachers and staff, focusing on those who could benefit most. So congratulations for being selected. We know everyone can benefit from having a person behind them who cares. A special person with a big heart and with the professional expertise to encourage students to think really, really big. Seneca High School Principal Kim Harbolt tells us the School to Work program is helping our students succeed academically, which leads to higher aspirations. And we have a vision in Jefferson County Public Schools that all JCPS students will graduate prepared. And we mean all. And this is going to help us get there. So the School to Work program is the perfect partnership to make sure that JCPS's vision becomes a reality. And was said, it's all about scaling. So your success will lead to scaling this effort to be able to do this for more students. So again, we want to thank everyone involved and all of our strong partners. And I will turn it over to AJ from Humana.
Well, good morning, and thank you, everyone, for being here today. I will tell you that a few months ago, when we were approached about this opportunity to really partner in a different way, in a collaborative way within our community, we said, sign us up. We absolutely cannot wait. And I think at the time we were asked for maybe 10 or 15 volunteers to kind of participate in this School to Work program and try to understand a little bit about what that might look like. We had over 50 people sign up and say, yes, I want in. And so that told us right there that we were on the right track, we were on the right path. You know, at Humana, a good portion of what we talk about every day is thriving together, cultivating uniqueness, getting involved in the community. And this opportunity actually provided that tangible way for us to be able to do that. So it became not just words that you read about on our website, but it became real for our associates. And so I'm very proud of the Humana associates that are here, the students that are here as well. On the way in this morning, I was thinking, you know, what is this really about? And the analogy that came to my mind, so stay with me on this, right? The analogy that came to mind was really about, you know, having skills, having talent, but maybe needing a little bit of help kind of getting going in the beginning. And so I thought about, you know, if you asked me to restitch a pocket hole that I had or put a button back on my jacket, I could probably do that, right? But you know what? I might need a little help in the beginning, just kind of threading that needle, threading the eye of the needle with that piece of yarn or that thread. And I thought about this in the same way. Sometimes, all of us, regardless of the journey that we are on, professional, our health journey, life journey, we need a little bit of help sometimes in the beginning, just getting started. So you all are incredibly talented. I applaud you for being here and taking the time to kind of go through the process. It's only going to benefit you in the future. And we couldn't be more happy and more proud as Humana to be here supporting you in that effort. So we're looking forward to the next several months, but also the next several years as we continue our partnership. So thank you all for being here.
All right, thank you. Thanks so much for being here this morning. So having been involved with Big Brothers Big Sisters for about 14 and a half years now, first as a big sister and now taking on this role as board chair, helping to bring this together has been incredible. Been definitely one of the most exciting things I've done since I've been with Big Brothers Big Sisters. This project is an important way to provide an experience that positively impacts the future of all of these high school students, offering them insight into the business world while also helping them prepare and think about what success looks like after high school. Since this program's inception, we've seen positive impacts on our own staff, and I think we can echo that of the associates from Humana as well, but most importantly on the staff, on the lives of the staff we mentor. On the lives of the students we mentor. When we walked in for the very first session, I expected the students to be quiet and our own staff to be quiet, like, I don't know about this. There's 30 people we're throwing in a room, we don't know each other, but instantly the sound was deafening. You couldn't get a word in edgewise. And that just shows me that the staff from Big Brothers Big Sisters did a remarkable job in matching everyone in those one-to-one friendships to show that success right from the very beginning. And even now, our scholars and mentors are continuing to deepen those relationships. I had lunch with one of the mentors from PwC just last week, and we talked about this a little bit, and she herself was so struck by that connection instantly to think about how in such a short amount of time that she and the other mentors have been able to make those relationships. And in her mind, if we can do it as CPAs and kind of being all over the place, then anybody can do it. So as a community partner, we have and will continue to support this project by promoting it to our own employees and providing a workplace setting for the visits themselves. But with that, I'd like to thank all of you for joining us today for this exciting announcement, and most importantly, thank all of the scholars and the mentors that are here today right beside me and to make this so successful. Thank you so much. And I think now we have some time for questions, if anyone has questions of the scholars or mentors or any of us.
I would just like to hear from one of them who chosen who wants to speak, just from your perspective as a scholar and as a student going through this program.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit your involvement in this program.
Well, to get involved, we just had to have an idea of being involved with the whole community. We're trying to get inspired and have a relationship and a friendship with the whole community because we're young and they're adults and they help us, they inspire us to become professional in the business world, and they're giving us more ideas to do with our life.
Do you think it's had an impact on you?
Yes, it has had an impact on me personally because I like to have people to look up to.
Is it hard for teenagers to find mentors in the community? Is it hard to do that without the help of organizations like Humana and things like that?
I don't think it's hard, but it can be. Yeah, you gotta find the right person, is what she said.
I just really think Big Brothers Big Sisters is a good way to learn like just communication skills for when you get older, and good way to learn just about yourself more. It helps you learn more about who you are and ways you can just connect with other people. So we talk about like things at school, and we do different activities that just help us kind of get involved with each other.
Well, we talk about stuff that goes on every day, like sports and other stuff that we're interested in because we're still normal people. But we talk about how we're doing in school, how he does at work, like and other activities that we can bond over.
How do you think it's been beneficial to you?
It helps me because he helps me give somebody even somebody to look up to. He's like that extra force keeping me focused on my goals.
From your perspective, what have you learned from this process?
Well, I think, first off, I think this is a good way for us to just to give back to the community. I think it's easy for us in our roles every day to, I guess, get sidetracked by a lot of things that we're dealing with at work or at home, and this is just a way for us to kind of take a step back and just give back to other people. For me, I've been in roles where I've helped people at work and I've helped people just at home, but I think taking a step back and meeting with someone that's younger than myself and someone that was in my shoes, or I was in their shoes several years ago. So just knowing that I can be the person that they maybe look up to, and my hope is that James and all the other mentors and the scholars get out of it what I'm getting out of it.
What have you found to be beneficial?
I found beneficial because when you get out of high school, there's kids that don't have like this experience to take with them about like business and stuff in general. And my big sister has like taught me things that when she's got out, how like what's helped her, that can help me when I get out.
What are some of the things that you do with your mentor? Like, what do you
Like, sometimes we talk about like what I do in school and how I'm doing in school, and sometimes I ask her like about her job and how that all works and helps with like what she's doing, and I try to take it to school and try to help it with what I'm doing.
How often ideally do you meet with your mentors?
We meet every other Wednesday, like, because we have a thing called Hawks, and that's where we come and see them, or they come and see us.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just a great way to, get involved in the community and get involved with our young people. I think just even having the small talk and the conversations and learning about some of the cool stuff that they're doing in school, some of the experiences that he had, through step team and color guard, things that, I didn't even have the opportunity to do in high school. So kind of learning that and watching them showcase their skills, I think is just a great way to kind of connect and bring the community together.
As you can tell, they all have passionate feelings about what they're doing, and they're getting a lot out of the experience, and I think it's the individual stories that can express it best. So thank you all so much for coming, and this concludes the formal part, but again, our scholars are prepared, along with their bigs, to answer any other individual questions with any of the media. Thank you.